Hey everyone, my name is Bunny. I use fun pronouns. So continuing on the video talking about the gender fey identities, there's one called gender florette. So gender florette and gender fey are pretty similar, where gender fey is gender fluid between agender identities and female. Gender florette is gender fluid amongst different agender, neutroid identities with some feelings of femininity that can come in every now and then, but never fully identifying as female. That's what I've got for gender florette. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds fucking retarded.
Now, I find it interesting that we've all gone basically our whole lives. Let me speak for myself, that I've gone basically my whole life without ever hearing the terms gender fey or gender florette. And now I hear it almost every day watching these TikTok videos. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today. And as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So this is Sharon. Now, Sharon is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a trans man or trans lesbian. Now, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but Sharon's got his eye makeup done up in the same colors as the trans flag. And in case you're wondering, Sharon does use she, her pronouns as well as ladies' restrooms. Huh?
What the f***? What the f*** is wrong with you? What the f*** is wrong with you?
All right, let's keep it moving with this lovely lady who basically says she would vote for a corpse over Donald Trump. Now, is it just me, or do most of these white liberal women much look the same? Roll it.
Yep, I'd vote for a hot pile of steam and stinking shit if it were running against Trump.
You must have got manure for your brains.
You've shit for brains.
Now, I do have an important update for you guys as far as the political arena goes. Joe Biden came out the other day and said he would only step down if there was some kind of medical diagnosis, if his doctor told him he had a medical condition that would force him to step down. And what do you know? The next day, he tested positive for COVID. So here we have a clip. I think this is from the Associated Press or the New York Post. And he's walking down the stairs of Air Force One. It says, fragile-looking Biden slowly walks down the steps of Air Force One following COVID diagnosis. Now, I'm guessing he definitely had the original Fauci sauce, and he's probably had 7 to 10 boosters in the meantime. So I don't see what the problem is. Roll it.
Meanwhile,
you're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah, something fishy's going on.
Now, can I just point something out real quick? When Joe Biden finally got to the bottom of the stairs, he walked by a Secret Service agent who slightly resembled former New England Patriots tight end Rob Gronkowski. So this is Joe Biden's Secret Service, and this is Donald Trump's Secret Service. Make it make sense.
After Secret Service Barbie, a highly trained member of the Secret Service, removes her weapon from its holster for the very first time in her career. She struggles to return her pea shooter as though it's her first day on the job. Fortuitously, her skills from a previous life as an amateur actress come into play, allowing her to convincingly mimic the swift draw of the weapon, and scan the horizon for threats. Chewing her gum nonchalantly, she attempts to exude a tactical demeanor, reminiscent of a fusion between the Blues Brothers and Rosie O'Donnell. Despite her efforts, our agent's attempt to return her wireless hole punch to its home results in another failure. While she may have faltered at this most basic of tasks, she certainly looked cool while doing it.
A few moments later.
Here we go. There's our favorite female Secret Service agent, with the one with the negative aura. Okay, let's see what she does. Okay, she's looking around. She's trying to figure out, should I take out my gun? Oh, okay, yeah. Let me take out my Glock. Okay, my gun's out. I'm ready to shoot someone. It's just so embarrassing. She stands there awkwardly, doesn't even know what to do. I mean, like, how is this person agent again?
Wait, whoa! What the
It almost seems like certain people were put on a certain detail for a certain reason, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, real quick, before we go any further, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, and you want to help support the channel, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And here it is, one of our latest Trump 2024 designs. Now, this will go down in history as the most iconic photo ever taken. So if you want to grab yourself a little piece of history, I will put a link to the t-shirt in the description box below. And I also have some other very cool designs you could check out as well.
Nice. Very nice.
So let's stick with the Secret Service for a moment and see if maybe we can get some answers. Now, here we have Secret Service Director Kim Cheadle. She's the director. She's in charge of the whole Secret Service, being interviewed on ABC News. And she's asked why she didn't have an agent on the one place that there should have been an agent, the roof that the kid climbed up onto. And here is her response. And keep in mind, in case you forgot what the roof looks like, a wheelchair ramp has more of a slope than that roof does. Roll it.
Should that roof have been secure, period?
That building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
What the hell did you just say?
And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof.
Meanwhile,
that building in particular has a sloped roof at its highest point. And so, there's a safety factor that would be considered there, that we wouldn't want to put somebody up on a sloped roof. And so, the decision was made to secure the building from inside.
That's the dumbest thing you could have said. What are you, an idiot?
And also keep in mind, there were a couple of other Secret Service sniper teams on different roofs that all had a steeper slope than the one Kim Cheadle was talking about, so do with that information what you will. Anyway, next up, so here we have Joyless Reed, the race lady from MSNBC, comparing what happened to Donald Trump to Joe Biden's COVID diagnosis. And watch Jen Psaki's face. She knows what Joy Reid is saying is a bunch of horse shit. Roll it.
Here's the question that I have on that. These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Hey, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Well, it looks like another young lady infected with the woke mind virus. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by Felicia Buck. Felicia, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. And I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing your last name. It's Felicia B-U-C-H. So once again, Felicia, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate it. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Alright, I think we've all seen enough. Get this off the screen, please. Oof.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
It's true. So, I saw this picture today on X, formerly known as Twitter, and just had to share it with you guys. So here we have Mark Hamill. Yes, the Mark Hamill of Star Wars fame, Luke Skywalker himself. I'm guessing that's his wife in the picture with him, and they're two cute little dogs. And they are wearing obedience masks on their faces. Still, they're also holding up a bunch of Biden-Harris stickers and pins, so there's that.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So I do want to apologize to all the non-binaries out there. Apparently last week was Non-Binary Awareness Week and I totally missed it. So here we go, a week late. Happy Non-Binary Awareness Week. Roll it.
I came out as non-binary in 2020. And you know what? Ever since then, I've been smiling. Politely. Every time I'm misgendered.
She seems nice.
All right, next up we have this fella who goes by the name of Lily. Now, Lily goes around to restaurants and tries to get waiters and waitresses fired for misgendering him or using the wrong pronouns. Now, Lily will sit down and turn his camera on and then tell us these made-up stories he comes up with in his head to, I guess, try to describe the experiences of trans people. I don't know. Roll it.
Meet Amy. Amy loves being a woman. She wears dresses and makeup and does a lot of the things that you might expect a woman to do. But one day, by a cruel twist of fate, Amy wakes up with a big, bushy beard. Amy shaves the beard, but the shadow is still there. And by the next day, it's grown back completely. Amy doesn't know what to do. Will people make fun of her or look at her weird? And even if no one sees it, the beard still feels wrong because it doesn't match up with who she is on the inside. Amy's experience of the outsides not matching the insides is called gender dysphoria, and it's exactly what trans people experience that leads us to transition. Because if you were in Amy's shoes, what would you do? Probably go and get the beard hair zapped off so that it can never grow back. I do the exact same thing when I get laser hair removal. The only difference is that I didn't just wake up with a beard randomly one day. I suffered through the gender dysphoria for many years until I finally decided to do something about it. For the record, my beard used to look like this, but now, after about 30 sessions of hair removal, it looks like this.
Ugly motherfucker.
All right, next up we have this fellow who belongs to a group of people who call themselves bronies, or grown men who like My Little Pony. I don't know if this guy's trolling or what, but I hope so. Roll it.
You know what? I'm proud to be a brony. I'm proud of who I am. I'm spreading friendship. I'm spreading magic. I'm creating opportunities for children to learn and grow as individuals. So I will proudly stand here as a brony and support the My Little Pony franchise. And there's nothing you bullies are gonna do to stop me from spreading the My Little Pony magic everywhere. I'm gonna spread so much magic into all the people in this world, and you're not gonna stop me.
Man, you are one twisted fuck.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with the gift that keeps on giving, the cackling hens on The View. And here they're talking about the recent events surrounding Donald Trump. And Joy Behar says that she thinks the problem is young white men with guns. Okay. Then she says that the shooter recently bought 50 rounds of ammo and that should have alerted somebody. Shit, I have at least that loose in my couch cushions right now. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Okay, I just want to add that the shooter, yes, he was a 20-year-old kitchen worker from nearby Bethel Park in Pennsylvania. According to a CNN report, a senior law enforcement official said that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition from a local gun store hours before the rally. Shouldn't that have been reported? Somebody buys a 20-year-old white guy? I mean, we've seen that many times now, young white men with guns, and nobody reported that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition.
What did you say? What the f did you just say?
Somebody buys a 20-year-old white guy. I mean, we've seen that many times now, young white men with guns, and nobody reported that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
And you ain't black.